Well, it's a little hazy, but it's nice, so it's not so sunny. And I'm down on the waterfront. This is Georgetown waterfront. The Potomac River is, yeah, on that side. See that side, and there's restaurants and stuff behind me. I think the other day I was here at the Swedish embassy, and that's on my left over there. Maybe you could see it. Is it that way? No, no. Where can you see it? Where's the? Oh, there it is. There's the Swedish embassy. That's really cool inside. So if you come into DC, make sure you get down to Georgetown and take a little tour of the Swedish embassy because that's fun to see. And they have a lot of exhibits sometimes and films, and it's neat. Big cities like this always have a whole bunch of free things to do, and you get free food. You think it's only money you get for free? No, it isn't. But I tell you what, put together this morning is, see, I get what's called a Google alert. So if you go to alerts, alerts.google.com, you could set up like I do and get every day all the grants. Now, what I put in are things like financial assistance, COVID grants, business money, just all kinds of things. And you just see, try a whole bunch of and set up different ones to see what they are. And they're going to be national unless you put the word your state in it. But the more you put a state or city or whatever, the less you're going to get, because then you're not going to get the national one. So it's a trade-off. And the only way you're going to figure out the right one to do it is keep doing it. Yeah. And trial and error. Like everything else. Like how to apply for a grant. You try it and fail or whatever. That's the best way. Okay, here's some things I have. This is on the topic of, what is it? Oh, grant alerts. So just on the word grants. And here today, I don't know what they're doing back there. You can see what they're doing. Somebody's making noise. It shouldn't be long. They're getting ready for the big lunch crowd. Well, anyway, this is in Minnesota. Minnesota has a big surplus of budget. So the state has a lot of extra money to give out, and they're giving it out on whole bunches of ways. Actually, for the state, now in the federal, you don't have to pay like the taxes on the money you got for the PPP or the unemployment, and they're doing that now with the state. Actually, what they also do is having eviction protection until June 2020. So in Minnesota now, they just passed a law. They did this yesterday. Hi. They just did this yesterday where they can't evict you until 2020, June 2020. Oh, wait a minute. That's 2020. That's crazy. No, 2022. You can't trust me. I'm an old guy who makes a lot of mistakes. But no, until June 2022. I mean, that's incredible to me. Okay, also they have a list of grants. They have money for grants, also new money in Minnesota for grants and for student loan rights. So they're putting laws in that the people you owe money to on the student loans can't come after you. Okay, here's another one they have. This is in River City. Now, I'm not sure where River City is, but you could get rent paid for 12 months. Actually, they pay on on your small business. If you have a rent on your small business, they're going to give you $500 a month for 12 months. Plus, they'll give you a $6,000 grant to fix up money. So this is local. This is the kind of local stuff that's out there. Oh, this is very interesting. In Mississippi, the rent grant, the rental assistance they have in Mississippi, they only gave out, listen to this, they only gave out 1.7% of the money. They got a lot of money came in from the federal government, and Mississippi, it's hard for these states to get the money out. They only got out 1.7%. So that's just almost 2% of the total money. So if you're looking for rental assistance in Mississippi, there is a bunch of dough available. That's amazing. Okay, now here's another one. I think this is Connecticut. What they made before a landlord says to evict you, the landlord has to apply for grant money for you. How do you like that? So now they're making not you, the renter, apply. but they're making the landlord apply. Now, this is different jurisdictions will have different laws and stuff like that. That's why you can't say, well, if you know something about a government grant, you can't say that's the same all over the country. It's not. It's different on the other side of your street, even. So that's what's important about this stuff. It's different all over, and that's what I do at Let's Go Help. I give you all the sources where you live of where this money is likely to be. So you check those sources to see what they have, when they have it, how to apply, and everything. Because it's just too flexible and changes all the time. Okay, here's another thing. Kansas City is increasing the amount of money. They're expanding parents' daycare. Okay, so they're giving daycare money to parents now, earning up to $66,000. So you could get up to, if your income is $66,000 or less, there's money to help pay for daycare. Okay. Now, also, if you're a daycare provider in Kansas, they have money from $5,000 to $60,000. So maybe you're taking care of some kids in your house. You're a daycare provider. And where you find out about that, this is a good group. It's called Child Care Aware. Child Care Aware. If you're looking for daycare, you want to start a daycare business, anything to do with daycare, try to find childcareaware.org, I'm pretty sure, and you'll find a state-by-state listing of the program. They're very organized in getting this information out to people. Okay, here's San Diego. If you have a business that has 25 employees or less, and it's in restaurant, retail, or even home office, there's money for you. This is, if you have a home office business, 25 people or less, I guess you don't have 25 people working in your house. But that's the home office money. That's amazing to me. And who would have thought, oh, hey, do you have money for that's what you don't know what to ask for. So you just say, what the hell you got? And you see if you could fit in. That's the way to do this stuff. Oh, here's a this is let's see, where the hell is it? Oh, Michigan. Michigan is giving prizes to get a vaccine. They have a lottery. Okay, here's what they're giving. They have 32 cash prizes. You go get your vaccination in Michigan. They have 32 prizes, value up to $5 million. So they're splitting $5 million 32 ways. That's a lot of, that's more than $100,000 a piece, right? So that's a lot of money there. Also, what they're giving is 9 scholarships worth, listen to this, $55,000 or more. And who's for the scholarships? People age 12 to 17. Guess what demographic they're after? So if you're 12 or 17 in Michigan, you get your vaccination shot and you get in the lottery to get a $55,000 scholarship. Wow, that's cool. Or if you're over 17, you're in the lottery to get one of the 32 prizes worth up to $5 million. Now that's cool. Rent, where are they at? I think the police or something on the water. I don't know. We did that for expanding child care, co-op, everything. So that's the kind of stuff, that is out there for people to apply to. They're not going to advertise. You're not going to, know about this. So that's why, you could get a listing. Say, if you join Let's Go Help, you get all what I call my mini grants, the state mini grant reports. So they're all the places to contact in your state if you need money to pay bills, or if you need money to get out of debt, or there's another list for your state for health care. All the people that give you free and low-cost health care in your state, or prescription drugs, even dental care. I mean, that's a big thing. And pet care. And by the way, I have a report, if you remember, I have a report for people who need money to pay for hearing aids or eye care, because a lot of hearing aid and eye care, is not covered under a lot of insurance policies, just like dental care. So that's why we have special reports on that too. And that's for Let's Go Help. Now, Let's Go Reports also has, for $5.95, you could get any single report like that. So if you don't want to, join the crowds and just do a one-off, a Vegas night, instead of getting married. That's what we have Let's Go reports for. And I plan to do this forever, and I'm trying to encourage people, to help other people. And I think I'm going to run a contest and give some kind of to my new website on clothes. Let's Go Clothes, LESKOCLOTHES. I think I'll give like not coupons. What do you call it? Free, like $100 worth of Let's Go clothes you could buy. Yeah, and these are custom clothes: t-shirts, pants, sweatshirts, stuff like this. Casual clothes. I hope to expand it, and it's 3D printing. So it's your size. We don't have an inventory. You just buy, and we get, the printing people get most of the money. So we'll kick in for that, and give it to people like who help people the most. So our big promoters of people. All right, thanks. And to do that. Also, look at the last couple of videos I did. I think there's a lot of new stuff I'm talking about, and want to make sure you know. There's a lot of monies. I mean, the PPP is gone. The EDIL is not. If you have a business in the past year or so, be sure to apply for that, because they got lots of money. They're begging people to pay. I told you about, like, Mississippi has so much rent money. They only gave out 1% of what they have available. See, there's so much stuff because the local governments were not set up to hand it out. The federal government said, okay, here's a bunch of money. And man, to give it out, this is sort of like unemployment. They're so screwed up. They said, okay, give out money to millions and millions of more people and do it by tomorrow. No, they can't. They're going to screw it up. And that's why I did a report. If you haven't gotten the unemployment money you thought you should have, who to contact, you fight, because they're just screwed up and they don't mean to hurt you. It's just a bureaucratic nonsense. So, you work with the system, the Department of Labor, and see if they have a way to appeal. You do that. And also call all your elected officials. I mean, you go to commoncause.org, and you go list of 15 or more elected officials in your state. You call every one of them, because everybody's not nice. Everybody's overworked and underpaid. So to get somebody, and that's why call. Don't just write emails. No, get on the phone. You're a person. People want to help people. They don't want to help digits. Digits is, you can't relate to that. You don't feel alive if you're helping a digit. You feel alive, and your life is worth something if you're helping another human being. So be as human as possible. Don't worry about being professional. Professional is a waste of time. Nobody wants to help a professional, because that's like working with a computer. Who cares? Artificial intelligence. Yeah, you can't make love to them. Well, maybe some people do. I don't know. But no, be as human as possible. And that's why people hate their job. They can't be human. They have to be professional. So they're trying to be something they're not all day, and that's pent up rage. Because they're not themselves. Just be yourself. We all know there's asshole in all of us. So there's times we act that way. That's why my customer service people, I don't tell them what to do. I just say, be polite, do whatever you want. Be human. People want to be helped by humans, not robots. Have a nice day. Have I what do they say? Have I taken care of every need you had today? I said, no, I need somebody to wash my goddamn windows. You're going to come down here and wash my windows for me? No, you're not. So don't tell me that. Yeah, it's the stupid things they say. They're reading off some script on the computer, and that's not human either. So you can't relate to it. So you can't wait to get off the phone to people like that, because they're just following the script. There's no soul. There's no nothing. It's talking to a robot. It's just that they eat more. Okay, sorry to laugh at my own jokes, but nobody's gonna laugh. So that's why I dress like this. Nobody's gonna throw a party for me. I'm gonna throw my own party. Screw you. That's what life's about. Don't wait for somebody to throw your party. Just throw your own party.